Hi there, I'm James Dappachie, and this is Coffee and a Case Note. An exciting one today, team. We actually get to deal with a murder. Now, we shouldn't celebrate that necessarily because we also switch over to the Privacy and Personal Information Protection Act. So we're going to have an exciting adventure today. This is the decision, Court of Appeal decision, of Turnbull and Strange. Now, A, B, and C, all natural persons. A and B show up at C's property, and C shoots and kills A. So good night, A. B sues C for the nervous shock caused by this murder. Understood? Good. So by this stage, C, our murderer, is off in prison, and B is conducting his nervous shock proceedings in the district court. Those proceedings are, by your actions, you caused me to suffer damage, and so I'm suing you for a certain amount of money, right? So B pursues these proceedings. C dies in prison. You might say it's not a big loss, but it's your decision to make. But what is found out is that during his life, before he passed away, C transferred some of his property to his wife, meaning that B, remember our poor nervous shock victim, needs to chase some other source of funds in order to fund the nervous shock damages he suffered. Now, what he tries to do is use Supreme Court proceedings pursuant to Section 37A of the Conveyancing Act to undo the transfer of this land. And if you can undo that transfer to the wife, then that'll provide some funds for him to recover his nervous shock damages. He's trying to get some money back into the murderer's estate so that he can take some of it on account of his nervous shock damages. So what he does is he issues a subpoena to Corrective Services, and he issues a subpoena chasing records of conversations that our murderer might have had with his son or with the wife that might reveal a bit of information, shed a bit of light on this strange transaction, this strange transfer that might assist our poor nervous shock victim in unpicking the transfer and giving him some money to recover. So he issues a subpoena. What C's executors do is resist heavily. They say no. The way the Privacy and Personal Information Protection Act works is that bodies like Protective Services are not necessarily bound by subpoenas of this type, and so they don't have to give the information up. So at first instance, remember this is an appeal decision, so at first instance, the murderer's executors go down, and the first instance judge in the Supreme Court says, no, that's fine. The material that Corrective Services have produced pursuant to the subpoena, handed up, that can be used. On appeal, what the appeal court says is, well, that's also fine. And so what happens is that our poor old nervous shock victim, B, I think he was in our ABC setup, is now entitled to put to use those records of Corrective Services to pursue his 37A claim. That's 37A of the Conveyancing Act, undoing that fraudulent transaction in order to try to get some damages for nervous shock. So I hope that assists you, and I hope our first adventure into the world of murder assists you in highlighting when a subpoena might be affected by the Privacy and Personal Information Protection Act, when it might not. And I look forward to sharing another coffee and another case note with you soon. Cheers.